I guess the argument is that this war in Gaza could have ended long ago if the hostages were released.
It's not about the hostages either, okay? If they release hostages, there will be still slaughter.
Do you think Israel should exist as a state?
Oh, there we go.
Am I on TV?
Yeah, you're live. You're concerned about, you say you've got a lot to lose, but it's such a passionate sort of topic for you.
No, I am passionate.
Surely you should put your morality above anything else.
I am passionate, but you don't understand what goes on in this country.
On the second anniversary of October 7, by now the world knows exactly what happened on October 7. It's no longer a secret of the atrocities, the barbarism, the savagery, the most hideous type of human terror has been afflicted upon the Gaza border in Israel on October 7. Yet you wonder, on a somber anniversary of such a terrible tragedy, not just to Israel, but to humanity, how can there be protest and celebration in favor of that type of barbarism here in the 21st century? Haven't we moved forward from the 7th century? Aren't we more of a mature human race? But yet when we see such depravity, how do we become complicit with them? Well, let's watch some of the protests that happened on October 7 on the second anniversary. And then we'll discuss it afterwards. Kindly subscribe to our channel so a little bit of light will push away a lot of darkness.
Before we start, if there's little ears in the room, be warned, it's very fruitful language here, so if you hear anything, apologies in advance. This is New York City, the centre of Manhattan, right outside the News Corps building. The protest has been designated here, I assume, because it's the home of Fox News. News Corps, of course, own the Sun newspaper, the Times, and so on. Let me give you some colour. This side of the road, fenced off, pro-Palestine protesters. I think that chap there is holding it's either a Hezbollah or a Hamas flag, which is interesting because Hamas and Hezbollah are both designated terrorist organisations here in the US. If that happened in the UK, they would be pinched straight away. And this side is the pro-Israel contingent, flying Israeli flags and so on, Israeli-US flags. Let's go and try and speak first of all, and again, be warned, the language can get quite fruity. There you go, they're begging me over already.
How can I help you, sir? How can I help you?
I'm just going to speak to this chap first and I'll come to you.
All right, no problem.
Hello, what's this flag, sorry?
It's the Hamas flag.
It's Hamas?
Yes.
Are Hamas not prescribed in the Are Hamas not prescribed in the United States? Are Hamas not a prescribed terrorist organisation?
It is.
So why are you flying that without, I mean, why aren't the police picking you up? Because in the UK you'd be arrested for that.
Well, it's called freedom of speech, right? It's freedom of speech, freedom of expression. People can support whoever they want. Just because some government prescribes someone as a terrorist, does that mean you have to also agree with them?
Okay, some would say you're supporting terrorists, you're supporting people who slaughtered 1,200 people on this day 2 years ago. Why have you chosen this day of all days to come out?
Because this is October 7th, the day where Hamas they broke out and they started the resistance. It's from all the resistance. It's from the resistance from 77 years of occupation and apartheid and oppression.
So you support the murder and killing of civilians in a resistance?
No, I do not.
No, we don't support Israel.
Well, that's what happened on October the 7th, though. I mean, many civilians.
You know the Hannibal Directive?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So basically, what's called Israel killed their own people to blame our Hamas because they didn't want Hamas to take their people.
Can I ask why you're masked as well? If you're so proud and decisive against Israel, why are you hiding your identity?
The reason why I hide my identity is because these people, they like to dox us and ruin our lives.
Well, none of that lot are masked. Are you not being a bit of a coward?
No, they are proud of committing genocide, and this country is funding, helping them.
Are you not proud of Hamas killing civilians?
I'm proud of working for Israel.
I just wonder why you're masked, though. If you're so passionate about the subject, why you mask yourself? This lot aren't masked.
I just told you. Because
they dox you?
Yes, because they dox us in our lives.
Well, they're doxed as well. Anyway, we'll move on. Thank you for your time, man.
Sir, over here, man.
Let's try and find earlier, Patrick, as you've alluded to, there was a sign saying Muhammad was trans. I'm going to try and find him in a second. Let me go and speak to, I think he's down this way. Let me go and speak to some Israelis first. There's colourful language going back and forth here. Hello, sir. Fancy a quick chat? Guys, fancy a quick talk? Fancy a quick talk?
Yeah.
How does it make you feel as a Jewish lady seeing this happen on October the 7th?
Well, it angers me so much every time that I see him. I come out every October 7th. I was here on October 8th the next day, and the rage I had, I was shaking. People thought I was cold because I was so angry. And it's just so disappointing to see that they're still going. 2 years later, we've been out here every year, every other holiday they come out, and enough. Leave us alone. Like, you're so obsessed. Leave us alone.
It reminds me of London here. You've got pickup trucks driving down the road, waving the Palestinian flag. One gentleman who I saw down there, some woman in a mask walked past him and said, "Go home, effing Jew." Do you feel safe as a Jew in New York?
Honestly, I don't feel so safe, but I feel safer than I would in London. I've been watching what's happening in London, and I wouldn't, as a Jew, step foot in London right now. Personally, here the cops do a lot, but if it wasn't here, if we weren't protected by them day to day, it's scary. We see them walking on the streets with their shit, sorry.
What is it about London you wouldn't feel safe with, particularly? What have you seen in the news?
I just keep seeing Jews getting attacked everywhere, police shutting them down there. And
we had a terrorist attack in Manchester
just now, yeah. I was devastated. I saw that video, unfortunately by accident, and I just started crying, and I got so angry because I just saw people on the ground, grandma, like, I couldn't even see their faces.
Okay.
And I know they're everything to them.
I'm sorry about that. I'm
no
sorry
worries.
you feel that way.
No worries.
And it's interesting that you think that here is safer than London, because it feels pretty tasty here as a Brit.
It is, but it looks scary. It's scary,
Okay.
always.
I'll leave you to it. Stay safe. Thank you. Right, Patrick, viewers, come with me. Let's see if we can get amongst this lot around here. Watch out for the traffic. Right, hang tight, guys. Let's try and find the Muhammad is trans chap, because I'd like to know what he means by that. Oh, he's around here. Hang tight. Oh, is this the guy? Sir, hello. Ben Leo from GB News in London. What does your sign say?
I don't want to be.
Does it say Muhammad is trans? What does that mean exactly?
I have the flag.
You got the trans flag.
I got something to say.
But what does Muhammad is trans mean? Where's that from?
I have the flag.
I can see the flag. Yeah.
You can interview him. I don't want to be interviewed.
But you've come out here in public with a sign saying Muhammad is trans. I'd just like to know what it means. Yeah, fine. Okay. Do you know what it means? Muhammad is trans. What does that mean?
I haven't heard that.
Are you a Brit?
Do I sound like a Brit?
Oh, no, you don't. No. Okay, Patrick, let's go this way. It's interesting. The guy comes out to a protest in the middle of the busiest city in the world saying Muhammad is trans. I mean, it's bizarre, and they won't explain what he means. Let's walk in here. This is where it's really kicking off, viewers. If you hang tight, we've got all the flags going on. We've got the socialist-style placards. Guys, hello. Ben Leo from GB News in the UK. Why do you cover your faces at these kind of events?
Media. I'm not talking to the fucking media. Get the fuck out of my face.
Sir, why do you wear a mask at these events?
I don't want to get British diseases.
No worries. British disease. I think I'm quite clean actually. I had a shower this one. Right, let's head into here. Human rights are decimated. Intifada revolution. So hello, Ben from the GB News in the UK. Have you got 2 minutes just to see why you're here? You supporting the Palestinian cause?
I don't think you should go on. I cannot go on.
Shouldn't talk. Why shouldn't he talk?
I just for work and stuff, but we are
Work stuff.
pro-Palestine.
You're pro-Palestine. Are you pro-peace? What would happen if there was a peace deal? Would this kind of event stop?
We don't want to be.
Okay, got it. It's interesting. A lot of these guys. Hey, how are you, man?
Hi, hey, what's your name?
Ben from GB
Ben,
News
nice
in
to
London.
meet you.
Are you here supporting the Palestine cause, or what are you doing here?
I'm just checking it out. I'm kind of new to the movement, but I mean, I kind of recognize that there's, wrong things going on in the world.
In Gaza?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what brought you down here?
I guess my girlfriend, Yisroel, she's Muslim. So I guess, she's kind of on the, not that it's kind of bad that there are sides, but I guess she's kind of on that side per se. But even in my own independent research, it's obvious when there's been 20,000 children that have been basically slaughtered either purposefully or non-purposefully, there's something very wrong going on down there.
Of course, people obviously were slaughtered on October the 7th 2 years ago today. Do you think it's respectful that this kind of event happens on the 2-year anniversary? I mean, it was obviously intended.
I don't know. To be honest, it might be a little bit disrespectful, but
you're still here.
Yeah, I mean, I just got here to check it out. I know about the 2-year anniversary thing that's happening with regards to Jewish people, and I recognize that might be a little bit disrespectful. But sometimes you have to be disrespectful in life to show a message.
Okay. So you look like you want to talk. You have your fist in your mouth. Come on, be proud of your position.
I am proud of my position, but I got a lot to lose.
You got a lot to lose. I mean, surely you should put your
October
position
7th. How about 1948?
Yeah. Okay. So you're saying it started before
Okay.
October the 7th.
So it's not about October 7th.
The latest conflicts, of course, came from October the 7th, and I guess
way before even 1948.
I guess the argument is that this war in Gaza could have ended long ago if the hostages were released.
It's not about the hostages either. Okay? If they release hostages, they will be still slaughtered.
Do you think Israel should exist as a state?
Oh, there we go.
Am I on TV?
Yeah, you're live. You're concerned about. You say you've got a lot to lose, but it's such a passionate sort of topic for you.
No, I am passionate.
Surely you should put your morality above anything else.
I am passionate, but you don't understand what goes on in this country. Okay?
What does go on?
If you are in my position, you will understand.
Okay. All right. Let's try and find someone else. It's interesting, guys, how. I mean, that young lad wanted to talk. He accepted it was disrespectful to come here. Hello, Ben from London. Have you got 2 seconds? We just want to see what you're doing here. What brought you down here today?
For Israel's crimes. It's what we're saying. Not another nickel, not another dime. No more money for Israel's crimes they're committing in Gaza.
Okay.
Occupation, illegal occupation of Palestine. 2 years of genocide.
Okay. If President Trump achieved a peace deal in Gaza, would there be a need for this? Would you continue coming down? A deal that Hamas accepted, Israel accepted? I mean, surely that's what this is about, isn't it? It's about stopping the killing of civilians.
No, it's about a lot more. It's about the illegal occupation of land and decolonizing the land. It's about Israel
not existing.
Correct.
So you don't want Israel to exist?
Correct. I believe Jews, Muslims, anyone should coexist in the Holy Land as they have for hundreds of years.
Where should the Jews currently in Israel go then as a state?
Where they are. They can stay right where they are.
But you said Israel shouldn't exist as a state.
Correct.
So what should happen logistically, geographically? What should the area be called?
I didn't say anyone needs to move. I just said it should be run by Palestinians. It's their rightful ownership to their own land.
So that area should be run by Palestinians with Jews as citizens? Okay.
Obviously.
Right, okay. Thank you for your time.
Wake up. Free Palestine, wake up.
Right, let's try and find one more person. Sir, why are you masked just out of interest? Why do you wear a mask?
I'm not answering nothing.
Why not? You've come down here to protest, you're in public. No.
Call me all you want, I'm just not answering your question.
All right, well, no, we won't waste our time then. Thank you. Who can we find? Anyone? What's this one here? Let's ask this chap. Who's this guy? Hello. So, hello, sorry to bother you. Ben from GB News in London. Just wondered what you're doing down here today. Why are you masked? Why are you here on the 2nd anniversary?
I just said I want to do it.
Okay, no worries. Right, let's try one more, Patrick. One more, lucky last roll of the dice. Guys, hello, sorry to bother you. Ben from GB News in London. Just wondered what you're doing down here today. Some people would argue it's disrespectful on the 2nd anniversary and so on. Anything to say to that?
Why would you think it's disrespectful, though?
Well, the argument is, I mean, my argument as well, that, of course, civilians were slaughtered on
I'm
October 7th.
Palestinian, but our civilians are being slaughtered.
I'll speak to you in a second, yeah.
Please, you skipped me last
Yeah,
time.
but I agree with him, though.
What did he say?
Palestinians are being slaughtered.
Yeah.
And at no rate or same rate as Israelis. And October 7th, it was the Hannibal Directive that killed the majority of Israelis. So what do you have to say about that, sir?
Well, he's saying the Hannibal Directive is where Israel was accused of putting helicopters
They weren't.
up
No.
and
They weren't
firing.
accused. They weren't.
But there were videos of Hamas. There was a video 2 years ago today of I've forgotten her name, the poor woman on the back of the pickup truck with Palestinian Hamas fighters spitting on her body. That wasn't Israel, was it?
What about the hostages?
I mean, sir, what about all of the babies?
No. Answer that. That wasn't Israel, was it?
Answer it. I got
Sir,
it.
there's no equating anything.
Do you condemn that kind of behaviour, though?
Absolutely not. Glory.
I got it.
So for me...
And I'm a Jew,
Okay.
and I'm an anti-Zionist Jew.
For me...
And I say fuck Israel, I say fuck Zionism,
All right.
and I say fuck
Sir, how about me?
Fuck you.
I'm Palestinian.
Fuck
Are you running
you.
away?
Instead of
Are you
swearing...
running away?
No, I'm not going to say instead of swearing. I'm going to say fuck you.
All right, let's
Fuck
go.
Britain. I say fuck Britain.
Sorry, guys.
All right, well, there we go. Ben Leo, stay safe. I mean, I do hope he is okay, because he just like to get a bit tasty. I would actually just like to say, firstly, that I think that was genuinely one of the most sensational 6 or 7 minutes of television that I have ever seen. That starting with the bloke being asked what flag is that, and he just proud as much goes, it's the Hamas flag. We had a placard that said Mohammed is trans, and then we had that. I mean, I do actually hope Ben's all right, because he did look like he was getting a bit tasty towards the end there. Oh yes, also sorry about the language. Apologies about that, but not really our fault, I think. But anyway, sorry if anyone was offended by that.
As a New Yorker, I was born in New York. I grew up in New York. It's a heartbreak to imagine that in the year 2025, on October 7, this type of behavior would be on the streets of New York. I grew up when there was Rabbi Meir Kahana, who established the Jewish Defense League. He is a man who had a backbone, who had a spine, stood tall, and fought, and would have never allowed such rhetoric on the streets of New York. It is so heartbreaking to see the insensitivity, the arrogance, the obnoxiousness of people totally disregarding the atrocities that occurred on October 7, 2023. By who are the aggressors? Who committed these hideous crimes? They were live streaming it on their GoPro cameras. We have copies of it. You have seen it. The atrocities are not fabrications, exaggerations. They are documented, real live footage. We have the phone conversations of them calling up their parents and saying, I just killed 10 Jews. I got Jewish blood on my hands. I'm so excited. And the parents are blessing them. Is this humanity? And this is who you're protesting for? Isn't it a horrible disgrace that on such a sad, somber anniversary of October 7, that this would even be allowed and glorified? But I love the best question that he asked was, if you are such a firm believer in your cause, why are you hiding behind a mask? If you believe in something, then show us your face. Be proud of what you believe in. What's this whole business hiding behind a mask? Which means you really are clueless, you are brainless, you are spineless to come to a protest just to be there without any real agenda or without really any understanding of what you're being part of. And that's what, I mean, we have spoken about this for a long time. We should enact a law in New York and in the streets of America. Unless for medical purposes, there are no masks. You don't hide your face in public. It is a danger. And at these protests, the same thing went on in the universities. The students come out and protest and they cover their faces. Well, if you believe in something, show us your faces, yes, and take the consequences for siding with terrorists and a death cult who screams out death to America. If you believe it enough to come out and to protest and be another body at a protest, then be a person enough to show us your face. But obviously this is a fraction of society, but they are part of our society. And they're getting a lot of media coverage. And the media loves the frenzy, and they love promoting negativism, anti-Israel, anti-Semitism. And this is indeed what we're dealing with in our generation. And this is what we have to fight. And we have to fight it with a little bit of light pushes away a lot of darkness. How much more so a lot of light? I faced darkness in my life on April 27, 2019, when a young white supremacist 19-year-old breached our synagogue on the last day of Passover with the AR-15, shot and killed Lori Kay, who was standing right next to me talking to me in cold blood, broad daylight, in our synagogue's lobby, and then lifted his gun to shoot me, to kill me, to assassinate me. He got off 4 rounds of bullets. 2 got my fingers, but the rest of me survived as I was running to bring the children that was playing behind me to safety. Fortunately, some very brave men chased him out of the synagogue. He was unable to finish his mission of killing every single one of us. I survived that mass shooting. We're the second synagogue in all U.S. history to have survived the mass shooting. And I realized the darkness that has befallen our congregation that day and America. To be the second synagogue to survive a mass shooting in all U.S. history was a day of darkness, but that was just momentarily. From that day, I learned how to transform darkness into life. I suffer from the missing of these two fingers every day. The physical pain, the emotional pain, the spiritual pain is always going to be there. The PTSD doesn't go away. But I've also learned that there's nothing I could have done to change what happened, but I can change how to react. And when there's darkness, we need to react with light. Well, when you see such protests as you just saw in the streets of New York, the streets of America, that's a cloud of darkness. Our response needs to be light, because a little bit of light will push away a lot of darkness. And that is the name of our channel, and that is what preempted the creation of this channel, was that darkness. And I said to myself, what can I do to bring more light into the world? And that is when I began this channel, to begin teaching and giving a perspective through the prism, through the lights, through the eyeglasses of the Torah, of God, of spirituality. So to help you navigate the information that's being thrown at you, to filter it through and see what is a Torah perspective, what is a godly perspective on the information that you're getting, so that I can shed a little bit of light to push away a lot of darkness. So let's pray, and we hope that the world gets stronger. We understand the difference between freedom of speech and hatred, incitement. That we need to be able to take control over these horrific, terrible protests. What happened on October 7th, to allow that to happen on the streets of New York is shameful, disrespectful to all the victims and to Israel, the Jewish people, and the free world. And I hope you understand that as well. Let's pray, and we hope for better times. God bless you. God loves you.